All right, on today's episode of Sudoku with CJ, we're actually going to change it up a little bit. I found a different version of Sudoku called Blockudoku, or that's what the app is called, that my wife and I actually really enjoy playing. So I'll let you check out Blockudoku. It's similar. It's similar to Sudoku in that you have to put the blocks into certain spaces. They have to be able to fit. You only have a few different options across the bottom. So it tells you only 62% of folks are able to get this accomplished. So let's see if we can be one of those. The blocks that have the numbers in them, these twos, you have to match this whole 3x3 square. So if you see up here at the top left, the majority of that block is filled with twos, but we have to fill in those 3 blank or white squares in order for all the twos to then change to a 1. So I'll show you as we play along here. But it's all about strategy. It's all about thinking through and trying to figure out what's going to be the best move. So if you notice here, when I grab this piece from the middle and I can fit it here, you see how they light up? Because that's going to show that those can go away. So now I only need to fill in that block one more time, and then all those blue blocks will go away. And I have to get to this score of 800 in order to win this level. So right now I'm at a score of 19. And if you notice, every time I get rid of some blocks, the score goes up, so now it's up to 47. All right, so let's see what we should do with this one. So I put it there, and it gets rid of that top row. And so now all those twos, turned into 1 blocks, and then I have the empty space in the middle. So let's keep going. What can we do with these? Yep, so see if I drop that in there. Now that frees up that whole block, and now it's just a white empty space. And the goal, or something I've learned, is you want to try and keep as many open empty spaces as possible, so that, because you never know what type of blocks you're going to get down here at the bottom, so you want to keep it as open as possible. So let's go ahead and just use these 3 to empty out that a little bit more. Let's see, where can we go with this? Let's see, maybe here. And so also you want to be careful about leaving these little 1 blocks, because you don't get them all that often. I know we just got 3 of them, but typically you don't get those little 1 blocks all that often. And so see, now by doing this, I can fill in this gap. Also, something you want to consider, though, is you want to consider what are your best moves so that you can maximize the explosions. But like I said, I don't want to push my luck, so I'll go ahead and explode those. Let's move this up into the corner. Yeah, and see, then sometimes you get these really big or odd shapes that really don't have a lot of places to go. So that's probably a pretty good place for that. Let's see, I could put this here. So same thing, if I put this here, now I have to get a 2 block that can fit in there. I could put it down here. So it all just depends, or I could actually just put it over here, and then I have a little bit more flexibility. So we'll do that. Let's see. Oh, and see, and had I been paying attention, I could have put it here, and then I could have completed this whole block, but I wasn't paying attention. All right, so let's see. So same thing. I know there's a block that comes in that shape, so I can do that. So see, now we have another big one, and you want to make sure you always have space for it. So typically I wouldn't put one here, but since this can make that whole block disappear, that could actually work out okay. Let's see. Yep, and so now I have this one, but it's going to be a little difficult if we put this in. So actually, if I do that in there, and then, yep, so now you can see this is grayed out because I don't have any space for this to go. And so that's where now I have to, yep. And so from what we did earlier, look at that. Now when I put this here, it will blow up all those different blocks that are turning the lighter color. And see, now I opened up so much more of the board. So that's where the strategy comes in, is where should you put the blocks so that you can get the best results. I think we'll put that there, kind of get it out of the way. And yeah, I think we'll save that one for a square block. All right, where can we go with this? A few different options, let's see. Or let's start with the big one first, maybe. Yep, because if I go there, or I could just bring this down here, let's see. And like I said, that's where it becomes difficult, because you want to make sure you don't block yourself. Let's see, because if I do that, yeah. And we just want to make sure we're going to be able to use all of our pieces without messing ourselves up. Okay, so I could do that there. And then do this one here. And then let's see about how that looks. If we do that there, let's see if that works so that we can, yep. And so now, see if I do that, then I can get that bottom row and this whole block. Let's see what else is going on here. And then same thing, but it makes more sense to maximize. So let's go with that first. And then same thing. I can put that there and get a few more covered. So let's do that. Boom, and look at that, we're halfway. We're at 403 out of the 800. All right, so let's see if we can finish this puzzle on the first attempt. Let's put that in there, start filling that in. Okay, where can we go with this one? And so I'm wondering, let me know in the comments if y'all have played this game before, or if you think it's a game you'd like to try. Like I said, I think it's kind of a fun remix of Sudoku. A little bit different type of logic involved. Let's see, so if we go there with that one, fill that in, and then now, but see, then that leaves me with the one block, and I don't want to do that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and wait and leave that open for right now. Put that there. Let's see, do we want to kind of fill that in like that? All right, we can do that. So I could go ahead and fill this in. Yeah, because then if I do this one, now it then opens up that block. All right, so that works. Oh, see, and there we go. So before I fill that in, we go ahead and drop this block up there. Then when I fill this in, it takes out 2 blocks instead of just 1, and now we're at 480. All right, let's keep going. So far, so good. And like I said, when you have kind of a lot of options in space, that's where this kind of becomes a little bit more difficult, because you never know what blocks they're going to give you down here across the bottom. All right, so let's figure out this one first. Maybe build around it. Yeah. Trying to think what would make the most sense. I guess we could go ahead and do that. Let's see, because I'm trying to think ahead. I don't want to leave too many random spaces out there. All right, let's do that. Let's see if that works okay for us. Okay. So if I can't go in there anymore, so if I do that, that opens that up. But is that, do I want to do that now or save that for later? Let's go ahead and do that, that's fine. Oh, yep, and then look. And then also, the more lines you can do back to back to back, as you can see, you get those streak bonuses. So earlier I think I got up to 4, but that one was just a 2 streak bonus. Okay, yep, and then look, there's that cube we were talking about earlier, so yep, I think that's gonna be the best bet. Drop that in there. Let's see. Yeah, a few different places for this one, but what makes the most sense? Let's see. All right. And let's do that like that. All right. And see, so the thing that's nice is normally, again, I wouldn't do that, but it opens it up there. All right. Yep, same thing. And then we keep the streak bonus going. And that's going to be the end of that streak bonus. All right. So let's start filling in this side. We can fill this one in here. What else? Let's see. So I could go ahead and do that and then just see what I might be able to do afterwards. Let's see. Okay, so that up there. Get that one down there. And then a few different options of how to do this one, but I think that probably makes the most sense, yeah. Because then, all right, so do we do these 2? No, because there we can get the whole thing. So let's do that. All right, 696, we only have 104 left to go. All right, so let's see if we can finish this up. All right, I don't want to get too fast, get ahead of myself. Let's see, so if we go there. Let's see, what? Yeah, because see now I have this kind of awkward spacing down the middle and down the sides, and I don't want to rope myself in too much. I guess let's try that. Okay, so that seems to work okay. And seeing all these are going sideways instead of up and down. Oh, so that would open that up a little bit. Let's see. Actually, yeah, we can do that. Then we could drop some, oh, and then, okay, that opens that up. So now we're at 752 with a 2-streak bonus. Not really anywhere else to go with this one. So maybe let's do it like that so we have a few different shape options we can play with. Yep, see, that knocks out another column. All right, yep, that actually makes the most sense to go there across the top. All right, we can do that. All right, so if we do that one, oh, we're not ready for that yet, but if we drop this here, we drop this one here. Okay, so it still only takes out that side. Look at that, over 800, boom. And we finished this on the first try. That doesn't always happen. So that actually worked out well. Appreciate y'all's help. So check it out. Like I said, let me know if you think that Blockudoku is a game that you would download and play. I don't have a referral link or anything for you. But like I said, I just think it's something that's pretty cool, a pretty enjoyable way to test your strategy, test your brain. All right, thank y'all for joining Sudoku with CJ. See you next time.